I was proficient, let me not even say proficient, I was fluent in Spanish. I mean, so much so to when I went to Mexico, I didn't need a translator. I was able to do whatever I needed to do. I used to watch Spanish soap operas, the telenovelas. I used to love watching boxing. That was my thing. I used to love watching boxing. And so like whenever they would have the translator speaking, I would be listening. I'd be like, that is not what that man said. But, I guess sometimes they just would try to make it sound better, or I'm not sure why they wouldn't translate exactly what the fighter would say. But back in the day, I would notice that they would not be saying what the person said all the time. They put their own twist on it. So that's how much, that's how proficient, fluent that I was. But after a while, I didn't have any friends that spoke Spanish, and I didn't have to speak Spanish at my job. So after not using that for like 10 years or so, I mean, I totally lost it. Some of my vocabulary I still have, but truthfully, I have lost it, and it is not easy trying to retrain my brain. And this doesn't even have anything to do with age, because I thought about this show. My mind has obviously told me that this is what it is. Like, I don't know, I'm bad with direction, but I mean, like, physical directions, like east and west and stuff like that, I get turned around a lot sometimes. So like, let's say I've been somewhere forever in a day and I know how to get there, but then I don't go there for like 6 or 7 years. In my mind, now I've told myself I'm making a right turn, and it's actually a left turn, and I can't seem to retrain my brain on that. And that's the same thing that I've noticed with Spanish. The things that I thought was that right turn is really the left turn, and I can't seem to get my brain to do it. And maybe I need to just focus a little bit more. I don't know. So um a bunch of I had to start using it again at the job for a while, and I was just starting to get a little bit more comfortable, where I started feeling like I could speak sentences again and not be embarrassed. Like, it was easier for me to understand it and definitely to read it, but to speak it to someone, I was just starting to get comfortable again, and then I didn't have to do it again. So that teeny little bit I lost again. And so back in school, I had to pick a language, and I didn't know anybody that said they learned French other than my grandmother, and she was fluent in French. But since we didn't speak it, she didn't speak it to us. I just remember when we went to Canada, she was able to translate for all of us, because a lot of Canadians speak French. So other than that, no one else I knew was saying they wanted to take French. So I said, all right, I'll take Spanish. And that's how my first language my first picked language came about. But then later, I was thinking that when I was in college, I wanted to go teach conversational English in Japan. So later in life, I thought to myself, even not too long after I had got married, I wanted to go and teach conversational English. So when I was thinking years after that about learning another language, I said, well, you know what? You never know. You might find yourself in Japan someday, and it would be nice, because I did have a girlfriend that her and her family, they moved over there for a couple of years. And I thought to myself, that would be a good language to have, especially if I go over there. So that's one of the reasons I thought about Japanese, Arabic. I realized just how interesting that is, and I thought to myself, I might would like to learn how to speak Arabic and Yoruba. At one point in time, I was dealing with a lot of people coming over from Nigeria, and I thought, that might be a good language to learn, and maybe patois, just different. It was different reasons why I wanted to learn other languages. And then, I thought that professionally it could help me, so now I'm trying to decide, do I want to take the discipline? Like, if I learn how to speak another language, I don't necessarily plan on learning how to read and write the language. Like Spanish, that wouldn't be a problem for me to pick that back up, because I still can pretty much read Spanish now. But I don't know if I'm prepared to put the discipline in to learn how to read and write another language. So I guess if I, like, let's say if I learned Japanese and I went over to Japan, I probably have to tell them, hey, I can speak what you're speaking, but I don't know which one of these signs is the bathroom, so I don't know if I have the time for that. But if you know more than one language, what made you learn your second language? Did you learn it for school? Was it for a job? Just because you wanted to be more culturally appreciative of other people? What did you learn it for? How did you find it? And if you're thinking about learning another language, what language might you be considering and why? And I think I'm gonna put a poll up. What language do y'all think I should try to learn? Or do you think I should just focus on relearning Spanish again? If I decide to go ahead and pursue this in 2021, I will definitely give you all an update to let you know how it's going. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So depending on when you're watching this, what time of day, I'm going to say buenos dias, bom dia, buenas tardes, buenas noches, hasta mañana. Don't come for me, y'all. I'm trying to get my practice in. Anywho, y'all have a wonderful day.